Welcome, people. This is creative poetry I built for me. I promise, man. Welcome to the cabaret of what are the levels, because there's levels to all this stuff. What are the levels of judgeship? Now, common sense tells the poet, if you sip the drinks, that the top judgeship is Supreme Courtish. So we're going to have to start from the lower level, the beginning, the bottom, the novice of judgeship, all the way to the supreme judgeship courtesans. Man, and I couldn't help myself. I had to put those poor positions, prostitutes of all this propaganda in my poetry. And not to mention the Bible mentions these judges and courtesans constantly. Listen, for a prostitute is like a deep pit, comma, and a harlot is like a narrow well, period. So prostitute, harlot, courtesans, all synonyms indeed, comma. She lives in wait like a robber, comma, and increases their unfaithful among men whose paths are crooked justice and bad judges who sell anything like their soul. And they judge incorrectly over many men, and they wish death upon we in courts with judges in it. Re-listen to another scripture, James 2, New International Version, verse 4. Have you not discriminated against yourselves already and become judges with evil thoughts, throwing rocks out your glass window house with logs in your eyes while you're judging the specks of other people? You 1 Peter 5:8 lying trick. And I told Matthew 23 times 3 times, be diligent and careful of these contradictive, judgmental ass people, because they won't practice the same things they tell you to do, Matthew. They won't even lift a finger to assist you. Just leave heavy burdens on you, and then they'll judge you in the courts, Matthew, and their law and their warped opinions while tricking, prostituting with high-end evil, nasty women and men in an orgy of hypocrisy and contradiction. Matthew, welcome to the cabaret of there are levels to all this stuff, especially judgeship, that we as peasants have to withstand under these contradictive hypocrites, from magistrate to district to circuit to appellant to supreme judging hypocrite. That's the levels of this bullshit we have to withstand before we see the most acute at the top height who judges all of this. Welcome to the cabaret of there are levels to all this stuff, especially this judgeship and courtesans. Welcome to the cabaret. I think this is creative poetry. Peace, creation back.